Well, hello everyone in YouTube Frogs to VOD Frogs. This is gonna be my first attempt at doing an unedited Abyss guide because I'm too lazy to edit and I have absolutely no idea how to edit. It's your boy Ithireal. So, Corrosion Abyss. Just make it very quickly. I can probably include some quick gameplay, but I won't really do any edits or anything, so we're just gonna make this like in one take or something. So, flow 9. Nothing has changed. It's just you're stuck within the field, but the damage doesn't really matter too much. It's a bunch of Sama chills here and there, so it doesn't really matter. The only thing you really need to care about is maybe bring a pyro character on, the first half, and the second half you can basically bring anyone. So I won't talk too much about floor 9 and 10 because there's not really much strategy aside from getting a lot of CC, and the time limit is generally very lenient, so we'll move on to floor 10. So floor 10, let us see what we got. Ah yes, a bunch of Fatui dudes and the Abyss Lector, Abyss Herald. So for this half, you shouldn't really worry too much. I would say do watch out for the Dendro Samachol because this floor is meant to give you the burning damage, which means your health will actually go down really fast under the effect of burning, so you gotta watch out for that, right? But otherwise, you can also bring characters like Sucrose or Anemo MC or maybe Venti if you want to CC. The Fatui half is not really much. The only ones that you really need to focus on is usually the Hydro Gunner because that's basically the Barbara but Fatui. And for the third half, the only thing you really need to care about is the Abyss Lector and the Abyss Herald. Generally, the Abyss Lector, if I recall from the old information when he first came out, once he goes into that low health state, he puts on an elemental shield. So Lector being Electro puts on Electro shield. So if you use the right element, for Electro, it only takes 36 hits to break his shield completely. So the best elements to use against his shield is either Pyro or Cryo. So I recommend mostly Pyro if you don't really have a Cryo DPS or support any sort for this half. But otherwise, it shouldn't really be much of an issue because it's flow 10. And for the second half, for the Abyss Herald, you can use Pyro or Electro against it, but I would not recommend it as much because if you run Cryo against his Hydro Shield, he's gonna stay perma-frozen. So it's really entirely up to you. It's floor 10, so it shouldn't really matter. So floor 11, the new floor 11 in this Abyss, or what I like to call the Corrosion Abyss. So the idea of Corrosion is rather simple. The moment you defeat an enemy, you'll get a status called Corrosion, and characters affected by this corrosion will lose a fraction of the HP every second. And the thing that you need to know is that you only get the status once you defeat an enemy, and each stack lasts for 10 seconds independently. So the corrosion status doesn't actually become longer and longer the more you kill, but rather it's more of like different stacks. They're separate stacks, so you don't have to think too much about that. So for this side, you probably can't approach it the same as you do for the old Abyss. So the one thing to note about the Corrosion is that your active character can actually die from the Corrosion effect, while your off-party characters or your non-active characters' HP will stop at about 15%. So aside from much, so we have Chamber 1, the second half is burning, the first half is just an overloaded card, so you don't really worry too much. The annoying thing that will probably kill your time is the fact that they spawn these enemies in 3 waves. So like, let's say for this one, right? So what they're gonna do is they're gonna have 15 enemies for first and second half, and they're gonna spawn 5 enemies per wave. So if you don't kill every enemy fast enough, it's probably gonna be a bad time wasted. Or you could bring a CC based character. Second half is also the same, but it's not much of an issue. And third half, you'll have 2 waves of these 3 Fatui members, the really annoying ones. And second half, you don't have to worry too much as long as you bring Hydro or Cryo or Electro. It doesn't really matter as long as you do damage. But do note that 11.3, I'm not sure about 11.2 and 11.1. I believe my friend mentioned that the Chamber 3 now, they nerfed the time because you need to do it within 7 minutes. No, you need to do it with 7 minutes remaining in order to 3-star, which is annoying, but you can get through it, no problem. So what I personally would recommend is that you put 1 healer on each side, and the first half, generally I find that the current Abyss tends to put on these groups of enemies in multiple waves. So it would be ideal if you use Sucrose or Venti on the first half, and the second half can be some sort of DPS. It doesn't really matter. So I'll actually do a very quick run. Seems like the video is 5 minutes long. So these are the teams that I usually use. I'm going to be using the national team for the first half, but the only exception is that I'm only going to be using Venti instead of Ayaka, and then the second half is of course Ganyu. I hope I'm using the right artifacts. Actually, hold on. Let me check my artifacts real quick. Okay, I am using the right artifacts. Very nice. So the only difference than my previous run is that I nerfed my Zhongli because his meteor damage, despite being 90 to 100k, doesn't actually benefit me that much. So I'll just give you a quick rundown on some gameplay on how I play things. Hold on. I'm back, and I've realized I forgot to put a healer on the second half. So like I said, I forgot to mention this, but you want to put at least a healer in the second half, and I think everyone has this, but for floor 11, for healers, you can either use the like of Bennett, or you could use Barbara. Barbara is an excellent one, or if you guys have Jean or whatnot, that's also pretty good. I wouldn't recommend... No, I guess Noelle is fine. If you have C1, that would be great. You can also use the likes of Leona, but you do need a high amount of ER because her ult doesn't really heal instantly. That case, or worst case, right? I think what a lot of people can do is you can bring like a DPS or a support character, a mage character specifically. Let me find a mage character. But instead, you use Prototype Amber. Because the passive of this weapon, what it does is essentially every time you use a burst, the character gets energy, but that doesn't matter. But all members will regenerate a certain amount of HP for a certain duration. So you can put it on a support character that uses a burst a lot, and it's gonna heal your entire team a decent amount. So let's move on to show how I do things. I think I've already uploaded it in my previous Abyss, but I was molding for the entire hour, so that doesn't really matter. Also, Xingqiu can pseudo heal once his rain swords and his burst, that is. So it's that. Generally, you don't really want to think too much about this. Just make sure you rotate well, especially for national team. So you can get ER, this or this, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna choose healing effectiveness because I want more healer. You're gonna do this, suck them all in. And just do national team things. You do want to quickly kill this guy because he's gonna do this. Now if I can pull them all back and do this, you can suck them all in together, and then we can do a rotation again. And just chill in the Bennett circle for a bit. And just constantly swap to manage your health. I almost died there, so I'm gonna stay here, stay alive for a bit. I'm gonna rotate. Just gonna get my ult back. Make sure everyone's healed. Just micromanage and take your time. You don't have to rush too much. And there you go. Now just rinse and repeat this again. So for this half is actually rather easy. I'll just do this. And then just use Barbara to break this man's shield. Just hug the guy because he's gonna get constantly vaporized. I'm gonna use a meteor to put them all in place. I think they're dead. Also, my Ganyu is currently using a 4P Shimmer now. You can probably know from the other artifact. This one shouldn't matter too much because I believe my Barbara is currently using Prototype Amber. Just make sure you have your shield up so you don't take direct damage. And then you can use Barbara. You can use Barbara to heal a bit so that your active character constantly has the ability to heal. See how my Ganyu's health is not going down? Then you can just relax here for a bit. Just hug the guy. Just Barbara the way. Make sure you do have Hydro though, because it's going to be a bit annoying if you don't. Just chill here as always. And then do this and kill the guy, and there should be one more wave. Do note that they generally come in waves of 5. So your first order is probably to kill the Samacho because he's going to cause the burning. Otherwise, don't really care too much about anyone else. I use my burst to heal everyone, doesn't really matter. And you see, thanks to Portap Amber, they're going to be full health. Close to full health if not. And you can also abuse your burst to get some iframes, so that you can actually get like some damage in. And of course that's it. There you go. So now I just have to do this twice. I think the most important thing to note is that there's a certain rotation that you want to do things. Like for this case, because it's a Dendro floor, what you can do is aim for the Dendro Samacho, because he is the one that... what's the word for it? He is the one enemy that would cause burning on him, and you don't want that to happen. So now I'm just gonna chill a bit. Now I just won't kill anyone. The one thing you can do is you can try to gain your outpost before killing anyone, so that you can not worry about it later on. So once the corrosion status set in, then that's when you should worry. I can just suck them in again, and rinse and repeat. Except for that guy for some reason. I don't know why this guy's not healing. Oh my god. Oh, watch out, this guy actually does damage. Suck them all in as always. Get my ult and take my time. There's no rush. And they're all dead. Yeah, national team. I'm really enjoying national team nowadays. Also, another tip I can do is that if your stamina actually transfers over from the first half to the second half, so one thing you can do is just wait for a while before you start. There's no rush. Yeah. And I just kind of relax and do this. And also, if you pair together for cryo character, you can take advantage of Chroma Freeze. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh. He's dead. Now 4 Shimano is pretty nice because it's better than Wanderer in the sense that it's more farmable. So there's that. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention, but you can take the buff where using burst will restore you. That's actually a very nice buff if you don't have a healer. But of course, that I wouldn't really recommend that because it completely relies on having the right card. But it's also very nice though. So if you want to take advantage of it, then yeah, you can. Look at that, it just heals me. I can swap to this. And my gun uses constantly healing thanks to Barbara. My Barbara is only half bit. Remember that. Thank goodness this is not like 3 stars or something. Jesus Christ. I'm already going past the 10-minute ratio. Can I swap? Thank you. Just chill chat. I am boosted. Yeah, you can see that me using burst is actually constantly healing. So yeah, generally it's just 5 minutes. F2P option with copiums. Oh, hello there, I see you're awake. Copium. I don't know, man. I'm not enviosity. Haha. Ha ha ha. Oh, 11-3. This one, there's only three, four solutions. Use a Venti, use a Sucrose, use a Gene, CC the hell out of them just so they don't get a chance to move. It's actually so stupid. Don't let them move, don't let them chill. Don't give them a chance to. Perma CC them. Don't give them the chance. Look, they're summoning their little citizen flies. Screw these things. My screen is full of things, but you don't need to know. Gotta heal. And continue back to this side and suck them all in. Rinse and repeat. Be careful to not get overloaded though, because that is quite annoying. Nope. Don't you dare. Oh yeah, in case you can't tell Ivan, I'm just doing an Abyss guide. Why I think that's in the title, isn't it? Oh, it's that. Oh. This half, I believe, is a bunch of GOV shops, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just gonna use this. Yeah, this is just kind of off-brain, same old thing. I would literally use Zhongli buses to keep them from moving. I'm wasting a bit of time though, I'll say that at least. Let me just heal everyone so I don't have to bother about this. Yes, roll. Roll. Look at this perma freeze. Hey Lamau. Do. Gone you doing gone you things. Not relatable streamer, bro. I'm not here to be relatable. Is code relatable? I don't think so. Now that's flow 11. Just bring Barbara Bennett. Or just bring Noelle if you really don't have a healer. Or just choose the card that heals your health every time you use your burst. Now this one, it's not gonna be fun. I don't know if Envy managed to 36 star in the end, because I know we all know that he can, because he has all those characters, freaking Kazuha Bennett. But this one is not gonna be fun. I'll try to put national team in the second half. Hold on, BRB shot. Oh really? It was only a couple of seconds on 36 stars. Oh, that's cool. Alright, parties. Alright, I forgot I was making a guard. This one, just get a CC or whatever, unless you and try to target the potioneers first. This one is just a DPS check. I personally would advise for aiming for the specters over freaking these dudes, because these dudes will come to you and the specters will take like 3 years to get to you. 12-2 is, yeah, Mangu Kenki is just a DPS check. And what else is there? And not getting one shot by him because he can one shot you. The second half, I'll actually show you. You want to aim the freaking Sissin Mage versus the Mirror Maiden, because the Sissin Mage doesn't actually go to you. She literally just stares at you from 3 miles away. This one, this one's pain. Ruin Guards, only 2 of them, but they're kind of tanky. Don't use physical, like Envy did. Basically, you want as much time as possible for your second half. So basically, clear this Ruin Guard in 20-30s if you really want it. 9 star flow 12. Kill the Ruin Guard within 30 seconds, and then just pray for the best that your freaking second team is like your strongest team. That's all there is to that. So I guess for this case, I think I'll show how I do my national team for my second half, I think. So I guess I use Ganyu first half, because for once Ganyu is somewhat of a burden to my team. If I really want to save time, I could go for Venci. But I do want the crit though. I think my Ganyu is in a better state of crit, so I don't know what I want to use now. I think I'll just use Rosaria, just to show how it feels like without any CC. And this one is a national team. Yeah, I'll use this for now. Couple seconds off 36 stars. Sounds like that man is molding hard. That's funny. So basically for this half, there's gonna be like 2 Nobushis here, and all the Potioneers will spawn in like diagonal positions like there or there. And there's gonna be 1 here and 1 there. I don't know why, but those guys can snipe you from miles away, so they have no reason to get close to you. So generally I just start and then I just immediately go for this one. The Nobushis will come to you, so you don't have to worry about them. In fact, they're more like a burden. I don't really care about the Nobushis, I care more about the Potioneers because they don't move too much. I miss. Did I miss again? Screw it. This will work. Of course, this is also some of a DPS check, but I think if you have like Venti Sucrose, it should be fine. Coming from the words of someone who watched this man clear Abyss without Venti, so I don't think it matters. Sucrose plays the same role anyways. It's funny because this team is literally just a buff Ganyu team. Also, there's 3 Nobushis. Okay, second half. Oh, yeah, right. Basically, the Eye of the Storm and Lao Chill will spawn over there, and the 3 Spectres will spawn here. So ideally, I would say it's advisable to go for the Spectres because they take 3 years to go to you. Guess I'll just be putting Lo-Fi in the back. This guy is just gonna be here, don't mind him. See, he's just a collateral damage. I don't even care about him. Also, the Spectres take a while to die, for whatever reason. I don't know why. See, this guy took like 0 health. If I had some sort of like collecting thing, that'd be great, but I don't. Like some sort of CC character or something. Now this man alone is gonna waste my time. So now that guy's gonna die. Then the next half, Spectres will come right around here. I'll try to get my ult back, it's gonna be quite annoying. While trying to avoid that freaking lava chill. I don't care too much about him. You can tell that I'm intensely mashing my buttons right now. I don't even have my ult. Wow. Yeah, this should be fine. Yeah, Ayaka's pretty nice. Yeah, look. All the specters are dead. Now all your problems are out of the way. I can literally try to build out because I have spare time. Way too dank. Way too dank. Okay, now everyone has ult, I can just do this. There you go. Just use Yoimiya. Oh, you mean the character that no one pulled, but it's in current state of denial? I don't know, man. Oh no, acceptance. That's a final stage of grief, right? Okay, the Magu Kenki, huh? This is gonna be annoying. Yeah, he takes like about 10 seconds just to get up. It's actually so stupid. And this is not even including the RNG that he'll actually TP away. You can do this and reset the entire thing in hopes that he doesn't teleport. Oh, this attack does do a lot of damage though. See, my Zhongli shield is like gone. Everything, all my freaking thing is gone. Okay, 1 minute has passed and he's about half health. He should be starting to teleport right around now. There he is. Shouldn't matter too much about the range thing, right? I should take about 1.5 minutes. Hopefully, that is. And his thing is gone again. I need to reset my Zhongli shield. He literally reset everything I have. I was gonna do that stupid tornado thing again. Yeah, I got 15 seconds to cut through this. How am I supposed to do this? My Ganyu's not good enough. Literally 5200. I feel like I shouldn't even swap to like anyone else. Yeah, iframe that. No, yeah, yeah, it's gonna take a while to kill. I don't think I'll make it. Okay, took 150. My national team can clear faster than this, by the way. I'm just gonna wait for my stamina. So the Mirror Maiden's gonna spawn over there. Cryo Assassin Mage spawn over there. I'm literally just gonna go here. Now, I saw Envy yesterday. It was a mistake for him to target the Mirror Maiden because the Mirror Maiden will always go for you regardless of where you are. Cryo Assassin Mage is literally just gonna stare. It's literal opposite of the Electro Assassin Mage. I'm just gonna go do this. And just burn the heck out of her while she's immune to CC. And hope she doesn't blink. Oh, never mind, she did blink. I can do this. Just abuse the hell out of her. And she should be dead. There you go. And now it's a repeat. It's just do this. And she should be teleporting somewhere nearby. There you go. And just rinse and repeat. I can probably keep her phone on my face and kill him within 30 seconds. But she's not as tanky as before, I believe. Oh, where did she go? I wonder how much the buff is up. There you go. That's 12-2. This video is 30 minutes long, Jesus Christ. Now this is a real pain. Like I said, you need as much time as possible. I may have to retry to prove a point, but I'm going to try my absolute hardest as a 36 star. But just know that it's okay. You don't have to 36 star to prove a point. Actually no, that's just like a PP comparison thing. You can 33 stars and just be happy with your 550 gems. And that's perfectly fine. It's just calling it out there. What I like to do generally is try to stun these people because it keeps them from moving. I should probably reset my shield, but I don't have the time. Can tell I'm intensely mashing my button right now. See, 30 seconds have passed. I need as much time as possible. There you go. 37. That took a little bit longer. Maybe I shouldn't have swapped actually. Okay, I'm just gonna wait a bit. So I have 2 minutes and 23 seconds to do this. I know my team can. I just have to try really, really hard. So now then, let me just check something. So he's gonna spawn right there, right? I'm just gonna do this so I can get more energy. Now he's gonna launch his thing. This is the part where you just wait. Time it right. You can get unlucky and he does this like multiple times. Now this is the missile attack. It doesn't really matter too much. Now I'm just gonna wait until he actually just moves, yeah. Because when you don't want to use Ayaka burst when he does that. See, now that he's still within range. So I can probably bring to like 60 to 70% probably. Yeah, he's probably gonna go to that phase now. Yeah, there he is. No, not yet. I'm lucky, I'm lucky. Nice. I can probably bring to 50%. Should be going to that phase now. There you go. Can do one last bit of damage. I know there's an exploit where you can literally wait for like where you can literally wait, open the handbook and wait a minute, and I'm getting stuck. Well, that's not good. Should get my ult back. I don't think I want to use my ult, but I may have to. See, it's already, this thing alone is already taking a lot of time. I'm gonna save my ult for later. Because I really, really need the damage for looting. There you go, now that they're all dead. I'm just gonna do this first. And then try to swap and get as much ult damage as possible. Because it's gonna be very Monka steer for this. Yep, you should have about a good amount of time for this. I'm gonna put Goba down. Swap to Bennett to get the attack buff. Get my ult back. He's gonna go back right now. Just relax for a bit. And do this again. Xingqiu ult should be back now. No, not quite. It's okay, you're still doing Vaporize. I have a very limited time. My heartbeat is going up right now. So don't mind me. Yeah, I can make it. There you go. 36 star. 9 out of 9. You saw it live and this is going for the guide. May as well. But if you can't do it, it's fine. You don't need 50 gems. This wasn't recorded in yesterday's video for whoever's watching it on my channel, but yeah, that's a guide and a demonstration. 36 stars. No stress about it. If you can't do it, then it's fine, because you have to understand that my artifacts are. You can see my national team stats, and you can kind of see where the reason why I can do this. I'm not flexing or anything, but maybe I am. Yeah, that's it. If you like the video, just do whatever you want. Recommend to friends or just stay around. I don't know. I'm not gonna say the words that every YouTuber says, because why not? And yeah, have fun. Or if not, you know what? Catch me live on stream. I usually stream on weekends, but if I do go live, then hit me with a follow. See you later, YouTube rocks.